Hi, grandparents. We're on Grand Conversation still, and I'm excited about today's topic, and we have a great link for you. So go check that out right away. It is wonderful, and it will be the framework for our conversation. And today we are going to talk about the art of making difficult decisions. Why is this topic important? It is important because there are lots and lots and lots of decisions to make throughout the course of a lifetime. If we can learn how to analyze and make good decisions, what a powerful tool to go into adulthood with. So, I want to point you first of all to this graphic. This is something that you can print out from the website that we're going to share in our notes. And it is the 7 steps to effective decision making. So print this out and share it with your grandchild in the conversation that you have about making decisions, because this could be something that they keep with them for years and learn from. So it has 7 steps, like it said in the title. The first one is to identify the decision. Second step, gather information. Third step, identify alternatives. Fourth, weigh the evidence. 5, choose among the alternatives. And 6, take action. Then 7, review your decision. Great framework. And learning to push all major decisions, especially into this kind of a framework, would become second nature at some point for a person to do this without even thinking about the 7 steps. So how to start this conversation is just that. Print the graphic, walk through it, explain it. There are explanations of each step on the graphic, and you can enjoy that. Talk through each one. Take the perspective in this conversation of coaching your grandchild through this decision-making process and then giving it to them as a tool. Give examples throughout your conversation of, how maybe at some point or during some decision you activated that step. How did you do it? When you were gathering information, where did you gather from? Did you talk to friends? Did you talk to faith leaders? Did you go online? Did you buy books? Just walk through all the various ways they can accomplish each of these steps. So give examples from your own life experience. Demonstrate the humanity of decision making, because in some ways, if you look at this, it looks like, okay, here's just this technical structure we're going to walk through. Add the humanity factor back in by talking about the feelings associated with each step or with the ultimate decision. Talk about faith beliefs. If you're a faith-based family, how does your faith impact how you would take some of these steps? And then share personal anecdotes. We've all made blunders. We've all made great decisions. Share both. Share the lessons learned from the mistakes we made in decision making, and then share the joy of making a right decision and the reward of seeing how it turned out. Bring that humanity into why it's so important to make wise decisions. Let them know that all through the process. And then at some point, share a story of one of your biggest decision-making processes and how it worked out. Did you have regrets? What did you learn about it when you made a bad decision? If you made a really great decision, share what some of the rewards were. Were there amazing results that wouldn't have happened, had you not done this thing? Was it a life-changing decision? We have those once in a while. Of course there are decisions like what we're cooking for dinner tonight, or where we're going on vacation. Those may not be life-changing, but every once in a while, especially when you're talking about education and career, which The framework of our discussion of grand conversations has been graduation time, high school, college, young people moving into adulthood. There are some life-altering decisions to be made in that process. And then, of course, going into their future based on the first life-altering decision. Encourage them to write down their thoughts as they engage in this decision-making process. And we talked about that last time, how important it is sometimes to get things on paper and see them, think as you write and just experience the clarity that comes sometimes by putting things on paper. It takes a thought process to get it from our mind to our hand to written down. And in that process, there's often clarity that develops. It's amazing what we will recognize once in a while when we get thoughts on paper. And what if your young person is not responsive to hearing this conversation? Make it a special time, have a dinner with them or a special lunch. Minimum, just leave them with the handout that you've printed out, because they'll come back and look at it at some point. I've had one child come back to me and say, I really was listening all those times you talked to me. So don't be afraid to have a part of the conversation. Don't drill, don't lecture, don't make it too long, but engage in something special. Leave them with a thought, leave them with the 7 steps printout, and go forward and then wait and see if they come back to you at some point, or watch the decisions that they make. And when you see them making good decisions, acknowledge that. Oh my goodness, how helpful it is when somebody acknowledges that we've done something right. Okay? It feels good, and it will feel good in their young hearts. So do that. Give that gift to your grandchild as they're making decisions and you see good ones being made. Encourage them. Be grand, my friend.